Well, our little crew hit the road, heading south from the cold in Minnesota toward the slightly warmer temps in Missouri. We drove through all of Iowa in a day, saw very many windmills, and settled at Harrison County Lake in northern Missouri. It was a beautiful place with 2 campgrounds to choose from. We had a splendid view on the west side the first night and moved over to the east side the next day because it was very windy. For Halloween, we dressed up in our pumpkin shirts and were pretty close to matching. And then we went on a long walk that evening with Opal. We didn't see any other humans that day, and it was very peaceful. We then hit the road after a few relaxing days and were dazzled by the autumn colors around us. So many trees were still holding on to their leaves, and we were happy to admire. A view of Truman Lake caught our eye, so we stopped to walk a bit and bathe in the beauty before continuing on our way. We arrived to the project at last and met our hosts. There was Laura, expecting a baby in a few months and working hard every day, as well as Sean, who was so knowledgeable about building and how to view life. We also met Orion, another workawayer who came up from Texas. The project here was a straw bale cob house. All the materials used there came from this land or nearby. The structure has no corners, and the stone foundation was dry stacked, that is, using no mortar or concrete. On top of the straw bale walls sits a gorgeous reciprocal roof. Our job was to take some clay, mix it up with water, while looking really cool. Take out the rocks, and then work the clay into the walls to create the first protective layer. Working with the clay was so satisfying and fun. The weather seemed to line up just right for us too, and we spent many hours during the day with the clay. Opal didn't have any snow, but all of the straw laying around was just as good for her, it seemed. We were also mixing up loose, light straw clay to stuff in the gaps between the roof and straw bale walls. Orion was in charge of that. A couple days passed, and a new friend showed up. Out of nowhere, while we were working, this little dog showed up, and she smelled just like pizza. We named her Peaches. The 2 pups became fast friends, and the neighbors concluded she had been dumped with a litter after they found a few other dogs like her. So for now, she's staying with this little community. Oh, we also learned that the bumpy gravel roads can pop tires, but with help, we could patch it. There seems to be great beauty everywhere, and I'm so grateful to be able to explore it.
Dreaming on the railway of cotton candy land and mustard seeds. They say it's bittersweet, the place where the earth and heaven smoke to believe the joke that screams at me. And I wash up on the beach. I wasn't a gambler, but I'd play a hand if there was one around. Now they call me Gambling Dan, and I owe my life to the biggest guy in town. Ear to the steel, I'll doze off to the sound of that Union Pacific. Mary